Salutes. What's poppin'? We are live. Where are my people at? Don't tell me y'all don't want to talk about mental health. What's going on? Where are my people at? Let me find out y'all are not trying to hang out with me on a Friday night because I wish to talk about mental health. That is not cool. What's good? Having a Chauncey, what's poppin'? How you doing? BXJ Giants in the building, huh? What's good? How y'all doing? 5 people in the building, no likes. Y'all know the protocol. Get that shit right. Get that shit right so I can call my boy. Yeah, we gonna call the brother Brent out of Brownsville today. He gonna come through and talk about mental health. We gotta get to some mental health awareness. I got 7 people in the building and no likes. Y'all don't like mental health awareness? Or y'all want some other shit to go down? Talk to me. What's good? Mental health is so important, but many don't like to discuss it. I could dig it, but we're going to discuss it tonight. It ain't a question about it. Mental health is real, and it shapes our way of thinking about mental health. But we're going to talk about mental health, and I ain't even going to play with it because time is valuable, and time waits for no man. So we're going to get to it. I ain't even going to play with it. We ain't going to play with it. Yeah, it's a touchy topic, but it's real, brother. And this brother's here is going to come through and enlighten us. Peace. What's up, Brent?
What's up, my brother? How you doing,
bro? I'm great. First and foremost, let me welcome you to the podcast. I am welcoming you to the Real Big Fruit podcast. What's happening, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm out the way, man. I'm just trying to stay focused and stay positive, bro. You know how I do, man.
Okay.
We got history together, man. You know how I do, brother.
Yeah. You my brother, my comrade, you know what I'm saying, my peer. And I invited you on the show tonight because I wanted you to introduce yourself to my people, let them know a little bit about who you are and the things you are involved in as far as mental health awareness is concerned.
Great.
I would like
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I would like for you to enlighten my viewers on how you began to get involved with mental health awareness as well.
Great, man. I appreciate that, man. First and foremost, my name is Brent. You know, I'm from Brownsville. You know, and I did a substantial amount of time. And me and his brother Chupon, we did a lot of time together, and we was in several spots together.
Right.
And me, myself, I got into the mental health field dealing with people that suffer from mental illness and substance abuse while I was incarcerated. Let me just say this, you know, just to let the viewers know, people that's on this podcast, let them know that first and foremost, mental health is a real thing.
Okay.
A lot of times we take that as a thing that we don't, as a weakness. I'm gonna say weakness because in all aspects, the communities that we came from, and actually the way we grew up, we didn't think mental health was a real thing. We looked at it as being weak because the mere fact is our thinking was totally different. And I mean different from an aspect of saying in the sense of nobody thinks that nobody suffers from mental illness. And when we seen it, whether we was in the street, we was in jail, we always looked at it as a weakness.
Right.
And mental health is not a weakness. Mental health is a real thing. And through my journey through the penitentiary, I learned that through my travels, I understood that mental health is a real thing. And I try my best, even out here, even before I left the penitentiary, I tried my best to try to get involved in that and try to add to it in the sense of trying to make it a little bit easier, because people that suffer from mental illness is a real thing, man.
Okay.
It's a real thing.
Let me ask you this. With mental, all right, like you say, growing up in our communities, we looked at mental illness as a weakness, right? We also looked at it as like an abnormality, as if something was wrong with the person. You understand what I'm saying? So growing up in our environments and being trained to think like that, when you became involved with mental health, how was it adjusting to the people? Like, did you enter the field with the notion of, yo, some of these people are crazy and bugged out? Like, you understand what I'm trying to ask you?
No, I understand exactly what you're asking. And everything that you're saying to me, I approached it as not having an understanding of what this mental health thing was really about.
Right.
And I go back to our childhood. So what I'm about to say to you, bro, and I understand, and I understand. We looked at violence. We looked at people that didn't understand the way of life that wasn't violent as a weakness. And I take that as, listen, and I'm going to say this coming from a personal perspective.
Right.
I suffer from PTSD.
Right.
I suffer from that.
Me as well.
And why I suffer means that I suffer from trauma. It all starts with the trauma. The trauma that we go through in our life, whether we incarcerated or whether we in the street, we suffer from that, because everything that we experience as youth and as men traumatize us.
Right.
And I'm gonna give you a story, and I want you. I know you might can relate to this, and your viewers and your listeners might can relate to this. As a young, I grew up in Brownsville. I'm a staple in Brownsville. Anybody that knows me, they know Brownsville is where I'm from. And anybody that and the thing I'm saying is, I grew up in violence.
Right.
Violence is the only thing that I knew about. I didn't know how to respond to anything but with violence.
Right.
But when you look at it and you say to yourself, damn, I've seen some things that traumatized me. And it traumatized me to the point that I can't even deal with anything other than how to realize that I'm going to respond to this with violence. And a lot of times, as youth and as adults, we don't know how to deal with this trauma. And this trauma is like in our mind over and over again. We don't think about nothing else. We only want to deal with something that is violent. And a lot of times we don't have to deal with it violent.
Right.
We can deal with it with just words. Because a lot of times, if you really realize what's going on, we don't have to. All right. A lot of times, because I'm out and about.
You good?
A lot of times, we don't really be dealing with people. We deal with people because we deal with people and how we approach them. And we don't know how to do violence. And that's trauma. And it's a thing that we deal with that traumatizes us to the point that we don't even really know how to deal with people on a level of just communicating.
Right. We're so used to be living abnormal.
And our communication level is so warped that we only think about violence. I don't even know Foucault. Foucault is a violent person. I don't even know how to deal with Foucault in a violent manner. So if I'm dealing with you and I look at you that way, so that traumatizes me because I seen Foucault actually commit a violent act.
Right.
So, and I'm telling you, bro, and that's how we learn how to deal with trauma. Our lifestyle. Who that said what up, man? Who hear you?
Who that?
Said, what up,
Who?
That's Chop.
Oh, what's up, Chop?
He said, what's up, bro?
That's what's up. That's dope.
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
But and I'm out and about, but it's like in the mental health. And first, I want to say I'm all over the place, and I want to give you a view of how this mental health thing is helped me deal with my trauma. Bro. That's the main thing that we got to deal with. We have to deal with our trauma. Our trauma leads to mental health.
Okay, now as you're you're a peer advocate now.
Yes, that's my title.
Now, before becoming a peer advocate, you yourself had to deal with your trauma, right?
Yes.
Now, enlighten us on how did you do that?
Wow. I had to look at myself, Luquan. I had to look at myself and say to myself, all my peers that's around me, everything that I have to do, how can I deal with the things that I've been going through? How can I deal with the things that I'm going to face going forward? Meaning this, peer trauma, not even peer trauma, just trauma, period.
Right.
Helps you understand how you have to deal with things that's before you. And how I dealt with it, I had to look at myself, and I said to myself, listen, I come from Brownsville. I've been in Brooklyn all my life. I did 26 years. How am I going to transition before I get there? How am I going to transition from this person to this person? Because before I actually got into this field, I'm not going to lie to you, man. You was around me, man, bro. We were together.
Right.
You my brother. You knew how I was. And you was with me in times when we had to do things that we wasn't supposed to do, but we did it.
Right.
So to speak. You understand? And you held me down and I held you down. So I say that to say, I had to ask myself, how can I get around this? How can I be a productive person in society and contribute? Because I told my community that. I told my community that. I never contributed to my community as a youth. And I didn't want to go back out there and not add to it and contribute to my community in a sense to where I say, damn, what can I say to my family or to my that can be like, yo, listen, that's not the way.
Right.
We have to do this. We have to do this. And it's a hard task. But I'm striving to do that now. And your platform has a very, very good, I want to say, man, your platform has a very good way of changing its mindset of the youth because we didn't have this.
Right.
We'd had this when we was younger. Foucault, you know that, man. I'm a little older than you,
right.
Brother. I'm a little older than you, brother, but you know, man, our mindset is the same.
Right.
If we'd have had this, we'd have never been the way we was, man. We never would have been. And I just want to speak to the mental health aspect of it. Like, I'm out there. I'm boots to the ground, brother. I'm on 125th Street. I'm on 149th Street. I'm all over. And I'm telling you, man, mental health and substance abuse is relevant in New York City.
Right.
And I'm telling you, man, it's so crazy to the point to where I don't care what you say or what you do. If you're not actually there, people's not going to listen to you, man. And we take that for granted because we suffer from issues, man. People go through things every day, man.
Right.
And it's so many aspects of your things. Schizophrenia, it's bipolar,
Paranoia,
PTSD, everything. And you may look at a person and you may say this person is normal, but this person suffers from things that internally, you know, I'm saying that nobody knows about.
Now let me ask you this: when you come across hey Brent, when you come across an individual, right, who's suffering from mental illness, when you come across a person who's suffering from mental illness, right? Now, remember, mental illness has this taboo. It has this taboo. It's looked at as weakness. And the person who's suffering from it, he feels he's going to be judged weak, or he feels he's going to be ridiculed. How do you break those barriers? Do you hear me, B? You hear me, Brent? How do you break those barriers for this person to seek the necessary help they need?
You know what I do? That's my job as a peer specialist. Let me just break down to you what I do.
Okay.
I work for the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. I work with a social worker, and I work with a coordinator. There's two of them. No, I'm saying. No, I'm a therapist. Yeah. And I work with a social worker, and I work with a coordinator. Sometimes I work with a social worker, and this is my job description. I'm a peer advocate.
Right.
So I have lived experience. So when I come across a person that have suffered from them things that you said about, I relate to them from a peer perspective, meaning I can relate to what you're going through.
Right.
I may not have been through the things that you have been through, but I'm a peer because I lived through certain things that it's all about trauma. So when I deal with them on a level of me speaking to them to what they've been through and what I'm going through.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going through. No. Yeah. So partly, bro. So when I speak to them, like I'm gonna tell you what we do. As a peer navigator, our job description is we go up to clients' house. We have clients that we speak to
right
on a regular basis. Yeah, stuff from schizophrenia, stuff from bipolarness, that stuff from substance abuse. It's a triple threat, bro, and it's crazy because
you said bipolar,
schizophrenia, substance abuse, and whatever else that they might be going through. So, and we go to me and my partner go to the crib and we talk to them.
Right.
And if my partner can't reach them, I talk to them from a peer perspective, because a peer perspective only comes from a perspective that a person that can really relate to them. You have to relate to these people. Some of these people, the only thing they understand is a person that been through the same shit they've been through. Excuse my language. And I haven't been through substance abuse, but I know what you've been through as far as going through trauma. And trauma doesn't differentiate. It doesn't separate itself from, I don't care what type of trauma you've been through or what I've been through, trauma is trauma. Because at the end of the day, when I've been through trauma, and you've been through trauma, the result is the same.
Right.
The result is the same. So that's how I relate to some people that might have
fears.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know, and it's crazy because, bro, I'm out here and I'm seeing this, like, I may go to 125th Street, and I see some people laying out on the street. They might be smoking K2. They might be smoking dope. Right? Yeah. Leaving, right? Because everybody not left. Yeah. All right? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to walk home. All right. You going home? Yeah. Call me when you get home, man. All right. It's good.
That's right.
Yeah, and they might be just going through whatever. And I might see them and they be like, they can talk to me because they look at me because you know me. You know my face, you know my get out.
Right.
I look like a motherfucker. I look like somebody that actually been through what they've been through.
He's stupid.
You understand?
Yeah. Yeah, it's real. It's real.
So they be like, yo, man, I just got, and you wouldn't believe the people that is homeless, and I'm talking about the youth that is homeless.
I believe it because I'm out there 3-4 times a year feeding them, so I definitely know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm talking about the youth, man.
Wow.
These young people is really homeless, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to you, bro, I mean this with my heart, bro. Like I really be out there, man. This mental health thing is serious, and I'm glad you gave me the actual platform to talk to you about it because at the end of the day, bro, nobody cares, man.
Yeah, what we do at the Big Fruit Podcast, we care here at the Big Fruit Podcast. Mental healthness is real. I have a very important question for you from a Debbie Carter. She said, do you feel as though some people may use having mental illness as an excuse for some people to do some violent behaviors? She says she's just asking the question because she's just learning about mental illness.
No, that's the way. No, I don't believe that. Now, when I say I'm express this to you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. A lot of times, you may look at the news, you may see all these things, these violent acts that's being committed by people. A lot of times, they stigmatize these things on people that may have committed violent crimes. There's no sin. A lot of times, let me tell you something. Mental illness is not something that you just happen to have. This is a long-term thing. So a lot of times, these people that commit these crimes and they commit these violent acts, they may have a breakdown. That don't mean they suffer mental illness because I have people that I deal with that they might have been going through something at the moment and they had a mental breakdown.
Right.
But they don't have mental illness. So a lot of times they put these stigmas on people that commit violent acts on mental illness. A lot of times that don't contribute to the mental illness. That contribute to an emotion that a person went through at that moment, and they committed a violent act.
And they stamp mental health on it.
And they stamp mental health on it. So a lot of times it don't be mental health. It just be an emotion.
Right.
And a person react. Like any human being can actually have an emotional reaction to a violent emotional reaction to something that happened to them. And when they do that, they put it on mental illness. Anytime you see something in the news, they say it's a mental illness. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? What else? Yeah. Wait a minute.
Now I got another question. I'm trying to get your question, BXJ. I'm trying to get it right, but I think we already spoke on it. When he asked, "What about PTSD affecting your mental health. I think we touched on that a little bit.
Listen, PTSD is serious. You know why PTSD
There you go.
is serious? You know why? PTSD affects all of us.
Yeah.
Even you, Fruit.
I know I suffer from it.
I suffer from PTSD because you know why? You did 20-something years. I did 26 years. We was in a no environment. We experienced trauma. Trauma is a real thing. Look at, I was using an example, man. And me and you have been in yards together, and we have been places together to where we see people that pick up cigarettes off the floor.
Right.
And we say, yo, he weak. He weak. Oh, this nigga picking up, that nigga's a bug out. He's a bug out. Excuse my language. This dude's a bug out. This dude's a bug out. But we don't know what the fuck excuse my language. We don't know what he's going through in his mind. The mentality of a person that is incarcerated is crazy. We don't know what his trauma was as a child, because the trauma starts in the home.
Right.
The trauma starts in the home, bro. And like I say, we both came from environments where listen. I came from a household. I ain't had nothing but hustlers and robbers and stick-up artists in my home.
Right.
I know your home is the same way as mine, because we came from the same home.
Absolutely.
We just came from different areas.
Right.
And your pops is from where I'm from.
Absolutely.
So
Brownsville, salute.
So you already know what that produced.
Right.
And I'm telling you that trauma right there. We look at people that actually get shot, actually stabbed. We look at that as, oh shit, that's something that happened. That's not normal. That's not normal, fool.
Wow.
That's not normal. That's not normal. People that get shot and stabbed, that's traumatic events. And we look at it as normal.
Like an attraction or some shit.
That's right. So when we see it, when we experience it, it makes us think, oh, all right, such got shot. Damn, he lived? All right, cool. Think about the response that we give to that. The response that we give to a person that just got shot or stabbed. That shit is traumatic. That's traumatic. So we went through everything that we went through. I'm talking about from a teenager to adulthood, bro, to now. That shit is PTSD. Because we look at shit and listen, we can hear something on the news. And you know how it's PTSD? Because it brings back a reflective response, meaning this, that we reflect on something. We can see something happening. Yeah, I remember this happened to such and such. Damn, that's PTSD, bro.
Right.
That's because we reflecting on something that happened in our past that's in the present that's happening right now.
Right. Now, I got a brother here, right? He said, for me to please ask you, what about the individuals that have done a lot of time and have a hard time adjusting mentally and emotionally in society as far as not losing their prison mentality with dealing with situations? He did 12 years since he was 17 years old. He's 30. He's been home for 5 years. And he's still struggling.
Right. Let me say this to this brother. One thing he has to do, if he has one thing he has to do, and I'm telling you this, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. You have to get a good woman in your corner. That's number one. And number two, you have to let prison reality go. I've been home 3 years. I did 26 years, brother. I've been home 3 years. I got a good woman in my corner. I've been home 3 years. I'm off the road. I work for the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. What you have to do is you have to get around people that's going to remove you from that jail mentality. The jail mentality doesn't work out here. I don't care what nobody said.
Right.
I don't care what nobody said. The jail mentality, I don't care where you at. I don't care what state you're in. I don't care where you're from. The jail mentality don't work ahead. Get a good woman. See if you can get you good employment. And stay focused. And the thing about getting away from the jail mentality is this. You have to surround yourself around people that's not thinking like jail.
Wow.
That's to have the mentality of jail. Because I'm saying, in order for you to get around that, only way you're going to be around, because you can't be around people that think like they're in jail. That think like they're in jail, you're gonna remain in that mindset. You have to get around people that have been out here. Get around your family. Get around some friends. Get around somebody that you know that haven't done no time. Because let me tell you something. The easiest way you can transition from the jail mentality is getting around people that think outside of jail. Because I'll get around people that have never been to jail.
Right. That's simple.
I'm telling you, that's something. Because let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. My 3 years I've been out here, I didn't have no hiccups. Thanks to Allah, because I'm Muslim. But I'm saying this: I've been around all people that always wanted my best interest, and you have to be around people that have your best interest. Because you're gonna have people that don't want to see you progress. You're gonna have that. Don't think that you ain't gonna have that. You're gonna have people that don't want to see you progress. But when you're around people that want to see you progress, you're gonna be all right, brother.
Okay, I'm going to entertain this question because it might be real, but it might be a troll. But it said, husband did 22 years, been home 6.5. Sometimes it's so stressful, the things that trigger him don't be anything big. The person says they trying, but don't know how much longer they can deal with it.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Oh, this is the Diamond. I know who this person is. I am so sorry. Damn, Diamond. She had to let me know she a real person. She's not a troll. Then he said, now hold on. She said, what about when you have a good woman, but don't know how to let the past jail shit go?
Oh man, that's. Let me tell you something, man. This the other shit in the world, man. I love my wife.
Yeah, she said she need help on this one, brother. She's struggling with dealing with her husband.
Listen, I love my wife, man. And sister, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I love my wife. My wife is the best person, and you know my wife.
Absolutely. Shout out Jackie.
You know my wife.
Shout out Jackie.
Let me tell you something. I love my wife to death, man. She put up with all my shit, man. I had the ups and downs, and the only thing I can tell you, sister, man, if you love him and you really, really love him to your core, have a conversation with him. Tell him. Because my wife had a conversation with me, man. My wife told me, listen, nigga, excuse my language. She told me straight up that, I know you did a lot of time, but I ain't putting up with this shit.
Right.
You ain't gonna be doing this, you ain't gonna be doing that, you ain't gonna be doing that. And a lot of times, man, and I ain't gonna lie, man, us that did a lot of time, brothers that did a lot of time, we need discipline. That's what we're used to.
And structure. And structure.
It's crazy.
And structure.
Yo, bro, it's crazy because we come from a structured environment.
Right.
We come into an open environment, and we have, if you ain't got a good woman in your corner, because I don't care. A brother that did any type of time, any real time, he need a good woman in his corner. If you ain't got a good woman in your corner, nigga, you gonna stuff, excuse me for my language, brother, you gonna fall.
Right.
I was blessed to have a good woman. My wife is the best person that ever happened to me, bro. And
you too, you and I both, because my wife saved my life.
Yo, bro, man, she kept me, bro, when I tell you, she kept me focused, she kept me solid, she seen things that I didn't see. And I'm saying this, she says, if you love your man, right, if you love him, and he a solid dude, and he a good dude, ride it out with him. Pull him to the side. Even Even if you gotta tell me, listen, bro, listen, blah, 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 blah. Talk to him. Talk to him. Have a conversation with him. Because the conversation, I mean, one thing about us, we're not used to a conversation. We never had a conversation.
She said he a solid dude. She said he definitely a solid dude. She said she was 16 when he got locked up. He came home to her. She made sure he works, and she moved him out of Brooklyn. She said she keep him out the streets, but sometimes it's hard, and she love him. She love him, but she just need help. She need help.
No, I'm telling you, her conversation she had to have a conversation. Because one thing me and you could do, we gonna listen to a person we love, nigga.
Right, no question.
we ain't gonna, I don't care. You know that, bro. You know, bro. Anybody we love, we gonna listen to him. We gonna listen to him. She had to have a conversation with him, and she got to tell him, listen, dude, babe, bro, whatever words you want to use, sis, you gotta tell him. Listen.
Word up.
Listen, this is what it is. Go on, and he gonna listen. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing about us. If we love you, we gonna listen to you. If we love you, listen to what I'm saying. If we love you, we gonna listen to you.
Right.
I don't care. Face nothing. My wife can tell me out of her mouth, and I ain't full ears like this. Yo, blah 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 blah. And a conversation. Communication is the key. You gotta have communication with your spouse. I don't care. My wife.
Absolutely.
Me and my wife, our communication is solid. It's solid like a mom. And I ain't gonna hold you. When she tell me something, that's how it survives so long, Fruit. You know, Fruit.
Right.
You know.
Bottom line, bottom line, you gotta let them in your life and let them control your life and get you right. Sit. Now but you know, let them take the wheel and get you right.
And if they're gonna tell you something, listen, homie, girl, you've been out here. I've been out here. I did 26 years before that. I did that. I haven't been out here in the street in 3 years. This long.
Stop right there, Brent. Stop right there. Don't lose your train of thought. We have two females in here, and they both want to say this to you. Debbie Carter says, thank you for enlightening her about mental health. She's always learning. And the sister that we was just talking to, Diamond, salute. She said, thank you, Kings, so much. God made her get on YouTube tonight, and this is what she had to hear.
Yes.
She said you helped her.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And let her know that, you know, you my brother. I don't do YouTube, but I'm only going to do it through you.
That's right.
I'm not going to do it through anybody else, because the mere fact is, these guys don't like to hear the real thing.
Right.
You know? So I know what your platform promotes, and that's what I'm about.
I appreciate having you, brother.
I'm about enlightening the community. And cause look, bro, me and you both, we tore our communities down, so we can't do nothing but big them up.
That's it.
I'm trying to help people in Brownsville and East New York understand the mental health aspect of this thing, because at the end of the day, we ain't got nothing else, bro. We have nothing else.
Word up.
We have nothing else, man.
Mental health is real, man.
Yeah,
it's not a weakness. It's not a weakness, brothers.
It's not a weakness. And that's what we looked at it. We looked at it as a weakness. And that was our fault, because we didn't have an understanding of it. Once you have an understanding of something, right, you have to put it into effect. You know what I'm saying, Fruit?
Right.
Because if you look at it, bro, all of us suffer from mental illness, man. The ghettos, the lives we live in, the ghettos we lived in, the fucking communities that we live in, we was traumatized, man. Trauma, let me tell you something. Trauma-informed care. That's a word that you have to understand.
Wait, say that again? I didn't say that.
Trauma-informed care.
Form care?
Trauma-informed care.
Okay, trauma-informed care.
And you know what that means? That means when all the trauma that we've been through as youth.
Yo, Brent, stop right there. I hate cutting you off, but they are coming out, bro. This has to be one of my best shows. The brother Darius M said he did 13 years, married, ran the streets, prison, all that. Wife stuck by him the whole time. Real is real, and salute to your message.
Yes.
James Kill said he is glad he is here tonight. He messed up an 18-year relationship and been single for 7. It's crazy trying to understand someone new. Yeah, you recognize your mistakes, brother. Yeah, everybody appreciate you tonight, man. These sisters is in here too, man. That's dope.
And I want to tell all the brothers, right, that came home from doing a long stretch and had a woman in their corner. Let me tell you something, bro.
Get him, Brent. Get him. Get him.
If you come out here,
get him, Brent.
If you come out here thinking that you're going to be looking, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, man, straight up and down. If she with you, you better be with her, man.
Right.
I don't care what the fuck, excuse my language. I don't care what you've been through. If she with you, be with her. Because that's the one that's going to always be with you when nobody else is with you.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you this straight up and down. Because I'm saying, we always look at things for what it is. Oh, we got a girl in our corner, yeah. But when they get home, they want to play.
Right.
But playing ain't always going to be the answer, dude. And I'm telling you, I ain't played since I've been home. And I don't really want to play. Because you know what? I got a woman in my corner that's always down for me.
That's what's up.
And the best thing you can have is somebody that's down for you. Because at the end of the day, bro, and all these brothers that's out here, that's coming home after doing whatever time they're doing, and you had a woman in your corner, and you ain't down for them, when it comes back around, you will regret that shit. Trust me when I tell you.
Word. Karma. Karma.
You gonna regret that shit, bro. I'm telling you.
It's karma.
Let me tell you something that's real. You gonna regret that shit.
That's why I put mine on the pedestal every day, all day. Although we fight like cats and dogs, she be ready to kill me, but I keep on the pedestal. She be ready to kill me, but I keep on the pedestal all day, every day.
You got you, bro. You got you. Come on, man. We don't, come on, man. They're the ones that made us who we are.
Yeah, my wife saved my life, and I say it all the time, bro.
My wife saved my life.
Straight Jackie, bro.
When I tell you, man, she saved my fucking life.
My wife saved my life, bro.
You was with me.
Yeah, we was together when we was without. When we was without.
We had nothing. Only thing we had was us.
Each other.
You know what I'm saying? I left you, then I met with you, then I said,
Tone, I ran into Tone a couple times.
And then Rob just left me. He was like, yo, what if I said, nah, I don't need you to do this. I need you to do this with fruit. Because, he was like, all of us. You know,
yeah.
And I'm saying, I wasn't with you when I met my wife, but you knew my wife.
Right.
You knew my brother.
I knew her. Yo, Brent, I was blown away. I never knew they had no little sister.
Yeah, son.
He was like, yo, Brent married my sister. I was like, who's your sister?
That's my fucking baby.
Word.
That's my baby, man.
Yeah, shout out Jackie.
Yeah, come on, man. Jack, that's my baby, man.
No doubt. Shout out Country and Nuke, too. Shout out Country and Nuke, Grand Ave Finest.
You already know.
Word. I appreciate you pulling up, brother Debbie Carter. She on.
Come on, man. You my brother, man. Come on. Man. And yo, listen, tell Jiggy Jones. I know Jiggy Jones, you ain't put up on the spot.
Oh, yo, Brent. Yo, Brent. I don't know how I'm going to manage that one after this conversation.
That's going to be crazy.
Because this was so positive. He was like, yo, put the kids to bed. I'm coming through and I'm acting up. So I don't want my viewers to be talking bad about me. Is he positive or is he negative? Listen, my little man G coming up here tomorrow and he going to act up. So put your kids away and let him do his thing.
Let me tell you this. You can never, bro, I don't care. Let me tell you, even the negative dudes that say what they say, because you know I see what's going on, but fuck all that. You know what it is?
Right.
When it comes to a motherfucker changing his script and a motherfucker changing his dot, it's always gonna be a motherfucker that's not gonna agree with it. So at the end of the day, bro, and I'm telling you, bro, you got the real motherfuckers behind you. And I don't give a fuck. Somebody can talk about this motherfucking podcast right now, excuse my language. I'm cursing now. They can talk about it, but you know what? They won't say that we ain't official.
Right.
They ain't gonna never say that we ain't official on me. Cause we go back, we go back like we was, and we from two different parts of town. And I'm older than you.
Right.
It don't matter. It's the camaraderie. We brought together and we made this thing official, man.
Absolutely.
So you got a good platform. Continue to do what you do, bro. And anytime you want me to come on, I'm coming on. I don't care whatever the topic is about.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
You know what I'm saying? I love your viewers. To your viewers, I send my love and continue to support my brother Fuquan, the big fruit, because he's a real one.
Thank you, brother.
He's always gonna be a real one.
Thank you, brother.
Come on, bro. You know what it is.
I love you. Get home safe and tell Jackie we had a great time.
You already know.
All right, one,
bro.
Yeah. Let me read some of these comments. Debbie Carter said thank you. She's talking to Darius for that. Some people need to hear. Never discuss your spouse. Darius said, yo, Darius, you like me, bro. He said he wouldn't be if he wasn't for his wife. He'd be dead or in prison. Man, listen, I'm with you. James Kill, you only get 3 good women in your life. Your grandmother, your mother, and your wife. I agree with you because that's the only 3 I know. You welcome, Diamond. We welcome. You are so welcome. It's your boy Fruit, the chef, Hartford, Connecticut. Oh, you the chef. Yeah. You told me you was going to send me some recipes and shit, man. Listen, how did y'all enjoy my boy Brent coming through? He came through. He represented. Debbie said, you are very positive. Every chance I get to tune in, you and your viewers have opened my mind to a lot of topics. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie Carter. I try to stay positive. I try to do the right thing. But I'm a little rough around the edges, so I'm getting better. You know, I'm trying to stay away from the nonsense and do the right thing. Like my boy Brent said, man, you know, when you change your script and change your bot, it's always going to be some people out there that disagree. You can't please everybody. But yeah, I wanted to get on here tonight, man, to give y'all a positive conversation, especially about mental health. Because I'm going to be real with y'all tomorrow, man. It ain't going to be so positive. My boy just going to come up here and act up. But more importantly, man, I'm going to let him do his thing because he got some things to say. He going to come up in here and give us some Brooklyn history, man. Grown man time. I agree with that. If it wasn't for my wife, I would have been dead or in jail. Nothing like a good woman. Oh, man, I love this conversation, man. Maybe we need to do these conversations more. We got to come up with a name for relationship topics, and we could do it maybe once every other week, once a month, whatever. Y'all call the shots, man. This is y'all show. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely do that. Yeah, just gonna act up, son. Cause you know, we hear all the stories in New York City, specifically Brooklyn, about all the females who used to do the boosting and smash out all the retail stores. We hear those stories. And it's a lot of them because it's groups of women in different sections of Brooklyn that did this. And you never really hear about the men. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only heard about one dude on the same level as the women, and that was Kev out of Roosevelt. Rest in peace, Kev. Other than him, I'd never heard of nobody else until I actually met Jiggy Just. Yes, aka the Wizard. I met Jiggy in '95 in Green Haven, and his whole swag was like, yeah, he do him. Yeah. And he gonna come up in here and he gonna give us a little history on the men that needed to be recognized with all that boosting and retail stealing, because the only men we really know of in New York City was the lowlifes. Shout out to Ralph Lowe and Rudy Lowe. They were the only people we knew of who ran up in them stores and did what they did, the lowlifes. But Jiggy just gonna come up in here and let you know the things he was doing. He said he come up in here and act up, man. So I had to put the word out there, man. Put the kids to bed. This is a rated R night. I will be drinking tomorrow night. And he gonna do what he do. So we gonna have a good time with just before the fight. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow fight night too, right? Thank you, Darius. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, man. Tomorrow fight night as well. So after I hang out with y'all with Just, after I hang out with y'all with Just tomorrow, I'm gonna shoot my boy Mo crib and check out the fight. Yeah, Mo having a little fight night gathering with the homies. You never know, man. I might go live at the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? With a couple of the fellas, man. So y'all keep your eyes open for that, man. Yeah, we might go live at the fight. You know what I'm saying? At the fight party, rather. We might have some fun and go live at the fight party. But yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Brent, man. He came up here tonight and represented for mental health awareness, man. Indeed. Wives together 32 years, married 23 years. But your fruit, Remo, Clinton, and Shawanga says nothing but respect and good things about you and Sonny. Wow, BXJ, you know Remo. Yeah, me and my wife used to be out there with Remo on them trailers, man. Wow, wait, she probably watching right now, man. Shout out his mama too, man. That's my people. Wow, shout out the homie Remo, man. Salute. That's the homie. Yeah, me and my wife used to be out there on the trailers with Remo and his mom, man. They are good people, man. It is a small world, bro. It is a small world. And your nephew? Wow. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Yeah, Darius. Yeah, I'm gonna be at Brooklyn Mo crib, man. I'm gonna tell him you said it. Yo, they want you to go live, Mo. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let him know. Because I'm definitely gonna hang out with him tomorrow at the fight party. It's just gonna be a couple of us. We gonna watch the fight, get a little drink on. Salute. There go my queen right there. I don't call her mama no more. Nah, that's my queen. Because I'm introducing to y'all episode 5, A Teenage Love. Now y'all gonna start to recognize who my queen is. It's going down. Word to mother. Yeah, my wife remember Remo. That's the peoples, man. Word. Shit. I was out on the trailer. Remo was the first person to show me tiger striped shrimp. I was like, what the hell is that? He was like, yo, this tiger striped shrimp. And I don't eat shellfish, so you know I ain't touch it. But yeah, man, that's my guy, man. Shout out to Remo. That's the big homie. If you know, you know. You welcome, Debbie Carter. You have a great night. Yeah, Darius shouting the wife out, man. I appreciate it, man. She in the building. BXJ, I appreciate that, man. We really do. My wife, she always on deck. She makes sure I'm behaving. She's making sure I'm behaving and shit, you know. But yeah, man, shout out my boy Brent. He came through and represented on the mental health awareness. Mental health is real. A lot of us did a lot of time in and out of these prisons, man. The reality is, man, we've been traumatized by that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they shouting you out, mommy. The people's on you, grown man time. I appreciate it. You know, we've been traumatized, man. You know, it's even to the point now where they talking about, yo, solitary confinement is illegal. Shut down the box. Well, what about all the motherfuckers that did the box time already? Traumatized. PTSD. You understand what I'm saying? So we all suffer from this shit, bro. And it's not a weakness. It's not a weakness, bro. Oh, Debbie Carr says she know my wife. She from the hood. Man, you know Debbie Carr? Debbie Carter says she a beacon night. Wow. That's dope. Man, she from my wife's hometown. That's people's. Okay. I appreciate the love and support. We really do. We really do. Yeah, I won a sports bet last night. Bum ass Washington. And I got some scooters for the kids. Yeah, I might get that to the hood tomorrow. Matter of fact, I got lunch tomorrow with the big homie. Shout out to big homie, man. You know what I'm saying? Fort Green in the building. I got lunch with the big homie tomorrow. Yeah, I got lunch with the big homie tomorrow. Shout out Rel. Yeah, me and Pops do gonna have lunch tomorrow. That's the homie. Yo, she said my husband stayed in the box. Yeah, man, that SHU shit. Now they talking about it's illegal. What about the dudes who did the box time? Because I didn't do a substantial amount of box time on my bid, but I did a fair share. I did enough to say that shit fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she Frank cousin, no doubt. What's up, Debbie? Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It definitely need to be up out of there. No question about it. But a lot of us sat in them fucking cells on solitary confinement and they let us back out in the free world. Like, I'm gonna tell you how much of an effect that shit used to play on you, right? When they brung them double bunk box shits in there, where you in a cell with a motherfucker 24 hours a day with a recreation pen and a shower in the cell. Nobody want to do that shit. I don't want nobody. I don't want to live like that. So motherfuckers raise hell, fighting in the cell so they can live by themselves. But let two homeboys go in the cell together. This has happened to me. I'm gonna give you this quick story. I beat a motherfucker up, got him out the cell, so I'm in the cell by myself. I'm chilling. But I got two homies up the block in the cell together. They playing chess. They playing cards. They telling war stories. They chilling. Now I'm in the cell by myself. Don't you know what that shit did to me? Now I'm on the gate interrupting them. Yo, what y'all doing? They like, yo, we playing chess. Yo, what y'all doing? Yo, we playing checkers. Them niggas like, damn, nigga, you want a bunkie? Yeah, they gotta put somebody in here, man. This shit ain't working. See how that shit play on you, man? This shit's crazy. Who want to live with a motherfucker all day, every day? I was looking for a motherfucker to come in the cell. You ever heard of anyone coming out the box stronger mentally? It's a lot of time to think and find yourself. I know plenty of old OGs that came out like that. I don't know too many from my generation and beyond. But the old heads, you know what I'm saying? You talking about revolutionaries and shit like that. I know a lot of old heads who did a lot of box time, boots tied, you know what I'm saying? Ready to rock with the police, and they was on their revolutionary shit, and solitary confinement made them stronger. Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know if you call him Kid or K, but he know you. He boxed. He said you good people. Kid or K? Kid or K-I? Kid or K-I? Kid or K-I? Kid or K-I? I gotta find. Peace to all the queens in the building. Real talk. I got some female viewers in here. I really appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? My wife's been looking for y'all for a minute. She tired of hanging out with all these niggas. Word. My wife tired of all these niggas. I appreciate y'all coming through here and giving my wife some company. Gotta go close my kitchen down and get to the family. Darius, respect. Close that kitchen down. Do not burn nothing, bro. Because I still want some recipes, man. Word to mother. Okay, definitely send me his pic, Diamond. Definitely send me his pic. Better yet, just ask him if he been in a spot with me, too. Ask him if he's been in a spot with me. Because he older than me. You said his age, he older than me, but he probably know my little badass. All right, Darius, good night, man. You take care, man. You get home safe. Yeah, man. I really enjoyed y'all tonight, man. I had a great conversation. Y'all really enjoyed the conversation. Y'all was very engaged in the conversation. And for the first night, I had more than one. Shit. For the first night, I had female viewers. We thought we had one day, and it was a dude, and we was calling him a woman, and he had to check us about that shit. But today, man, okay, Ninja the Great Blessings Fruit was good. You late, Ninja, what's popping? But today it was a different vibe, man. Today I really felt y'all, man. Y'all engaged in the conversation. The female viewers popped up, hung out with my wife. Man, I ain't got no complaints. It's 18 of y'all in here with 22 likes. We rocked out for an hour. We had a great conversation. Listen, man, I ain't got no complaints. I think I'm winning. I like what I'm doing. I appreciate y'all support, and I'm going to keep winning. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Me and my queen going to keep doing what we do. We're going to keep giving y'all good content. We're going to keep giving y'all positive content. We're going to keep hitting them blocks, supporting the less fortunate. We're going to keep getting out there, putting smiles on kids' faces. And I'm going to keep being Big Fruit, straight jacket. Ninja said the notification be bugging out. Yeah, and get me like that too, man. I be putting my notification on, trying to watch all live joints, and notification don't even tell me. Yo, Remo calling in. Peace, MR and Miss Fruit. Fruit, I'ma DM you because life has so many twists and turns. Mikey, my G. Yo, listen, man. BXJ, NYG, holla at me, son. We need to rap. So many women need help. It's not easy loving a man who has done so much time. I just know I needed time talk. It's better coming from men who done time. Yeah, and I'm glad it was Brent with the positive message than one of these stupid dudes I might have had up here just bugging out. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely glad it was Brent, Diamond. DQ, blessings to you and the queen. I appreciate it. IBXJ, hit me in the DMs. We gonna rap. All right, y'all. I've been on running my mouth for an hour. I'm gonna go get me some rest. Tomorrow I gotta get up and do some things with the family. You know how Saturdays go. She put me to work. Clean this, clean that. I gotta clean my podcast room, all type of shit. And I got lunch with the OG. Got Jiggy tomorrow night, and then I'm going to the fight. So I'm gonna get me some rest. Thank you, man. Definitely a good change of pace. It's gonna be something different every night, man. I told you, I'm trying to be the Arsenio Hall of this shit. Word. Good night. Good night. Thank you. And I let my wife know you said good night, Diamond. You have a great night. Listen, man, I'm up out of here. I can't say it again because I'm keep running my mouth. I'm up out of here. Salute.